Nikki here with another Halo 4 campaign mission walkthrough, and today I'm going to show you how to get the second of the 2 weekly challenges for the week of August 19th through the 25th, which is Midnight SLASO, S-LASO, or you have to complete the Midnight mission, the 8th and final mission, Legendary, with all 13 skulls on. And it's worth 7,500 XP, which I think is about half as much as it should be. But anyway, here we go. Midnight, 13 skulls on Legendary, and we're starting her up. Okay, let's get the 343 stuff out of the way. And the first part of the mission involves a broadsword run through the bows, or actually towards the top of the Didact ship. And to be quite honest, this is fairly simple. Just follow the path that I am taking here. Sometimes I'll boost, sometimes I'll slow down. You can tell the boost from the extra little white lines appearing off the wingtips. Okay, the broadsword's equipped with guns and rockets, and I just switched over to rockets to take that gun emplacement out. And a lot of these guns you can actually just fly right by. So we've got about 4.5 minutes or so of flying to do before we really get into the meat of the mission. Okay, we come into here, and again, notice that I'm boosting those extra white lines that you see. Through here, and as soon as we get out of here, we need to worry about a gun. Sort of a plasma cannon type of thing. Okay, take that out. Again, follow this path. Alright, duck into here, take these 2 energy balls out. Or power sources of some sort. This also gives your broadsword shields a chance to recharge. Okay. Get that gun out, duck back to the right, up through this opening here. We got these poles or whatever they may be. Obstacles to get out. You know, you can actually dodge these, but if you strafe back and forth a little bit, left, right, they're fairly easy to take out. That was the only one really that I had to take out to get out of there. Alright, switch back to the rockets, take out that energy ball. Coming up on this energy ball, take that one out, and then duck down through here, and again we're recharging the shields. Come out of here and up between these 2 guns, and up top. So, alright, just keep flying up high. Whoa, didn't see that one coming. It usually doesn't happen there. But anyway, I ducked him, got out of the way, and just flew through the opening. I don't know whether I got that gun or not with the rockets, but anyway, I'm at full boost right now. I'm boosting through these energy bars, or whatever the heck they are. It's actually easier to dodge them when you're at full boost. And I'm going to take this last gun out on the right with rockets. And come here, duck below this gun, and slow down, because we got a little narrow crevice or whatever to go through. And actually, if you pull back on your left thumbstick, that will slow you down. Okay. Notice as these energy balls are being taken care of, the panels open up. Now I'm just kind of slipping here between these 2 surfaces. Just taking my time here. Alright, and as soon as I get to these black poles, I go to full boost because there's a door closing up ahead of me. I want to get through before it closes on me and I crash. Notice I'm using my guns here just to make sure that I'm on the right center path. Now switch back to rockets. And I'm first going to take this energy ball out in the middle, power source or whatever it may be. And now I've got to take out 4 power sources for the big cannons for the Didact ship. Here comes one. Rockets. Oh, no, didn't miss. Good. Alright, and I ducked down a little bit there because there is a protrusion coming down that if you don't fly under it, you will crash right into it. I'll show you on this one. See it right there? Just fly under it. There you go. You can actually go through the power source container, but sometimes I crash when I do that, so I'm trying to be a little careful here. Lining up the shot, take the shot to the left underneath that that little free-floating tower or whatever it is. And now I'm down to one gun. Power source, as it were. Take that one out. Just bank back towards the middle, and that was basically Rally Point Alpha.
That's the last
one. And we got a couple skip scenes to get through here. We just skip, or cut scenes, I should say, that we skip. Okay, we come out here. We got a battle rifle and a saw, and I'm switching over to the saw as my primary. As soon as this watcher turns to me, I start firing at him with the saw, and the idea here is just drive him back. And if I drive him back, he will not fire on me. And sometimes I'll take him out, sometimes I won't. It doesn't really matter. Just follow this path, duck into here. Okay. Run diagonally, bunny hopping across to here. And I am going to take out a knight with a back smack just to get my shields back. Right here. Notice he goes into an animation with generating a watcher. When he does that, I can back smack him. And just follow this path down here to the right. Throw off a hologram right there to keep those guys busy. There's 3 or 4 knights in there. Just follow this path around to the right. Back towards this doorway, which will open. All these guys want to do right now is throw grenades at me, so we're in pretty good shape. Alright. We just ran through several rooms without really much more than a back smack on a knight. Instead of having to fight them all out. Okay, I grabbed the light rifle, I grabbed a suppressor. Now, I use a suppressor mainly because watchers don't like suppressors. I could have kept a battle rifle, but that's just my preference. Another key weapon here would be the light rifle. And notice how we're actually going to wind up going over towards that direction eventually. Okay, through the portal. We immediately have a crawler charges. Go ahead and take him out with the light rifle. Another crawler. Yep, sometimes he hangs back, sometimes he charges. And we've got 3 more back there, one of which is a binary. Okay, and I'm saving the last one to get my shields back with melees. Because we've got... okay, there we go. Now we've got full shields back, and we're going to go into the next room. And here, it's a dash to the portal. Right here, fire off the hologram. And this is what I call my read option play here. If he's on the left, I go right. If he's on the right, I go left. And run up here. Okay. Run to this edge. Sometimes if I jump that corner, this portal does not appear, and I'm toast. So I made sure that I actually went all the way up and then onto that ramp. Okay. Notice I grabbed a hammer. I grabbed a couple of plasma grenades. I actually hit right on the D-pad, so those are now my primary grenades because I want to save my 2 frags. Light rifles out, through here, back smack this knight, and then just haul it down the left side here. And a nice little hiding place behind a weapons crate right here. And we're waiting for the next portal to appear. And once it does, there will be a watcher that eventually flies across from left to right, and we want to take that watcher out. See that post with the gold band? That's where the watcher will wind up behind. Sometimes it happens right away, sometimes you have to wait. Sometimes he hangs out on the left, and you got to take him out from there. But there he is. One shot turns in our direction, 2 headshots, and he's gone. Switch over to the hammer. Throw off a hologram at that post over there, and then just haul it in this direction. That's a sprint jump. You see where the portal is, that's where we're going. Sometimes we need to use the hammer to get a knight out of the way, sometimes not. Alright, through the portal. And as soon as we get about halfway through that circle, start sprinting. As soon as that knight appears, go ahead and strafe left. And use the hammer to get him off the platform. Sometimes you can do it quick enough where that watcher won't spawn, but I never seem to be able to get that watcher, get him off the platform before the watcher. So, and what you want to do here is you want to make sure you have at least one of these crawlers still alive while you're trying to take this watcher out. As soon as you take both crawlers, then the reinforcements, or actually the first wave of reinforcements, will appear and makes this much more difficult. Notice that if I fire in the direction of the crawler, the watcher will come back to help. Okay, he's down, so now let's take out the 2 crawlers. There we go. Ammo up. I'll run over here by this box, and they will come down from the walls down where I am looking. Go ahead and strafe back and forth a little bit. That puts auto aim in, and it's a lot easier to take them out. There should be 11 or 12 of them, so you need to take at least 11 to advance the mission. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. There may be one more down there, but I don't see him, so I'm going to run back here, ammo up, throw a holograph off in the middle right here, and then haul it back to where I came out from the portal, and we're going to hide behind these little barriers here. Staying here will allow me to take shots at the crawlers coming down the left side and keep me out of line of sight of the crawlers coming down the right side, which is very important because once they see you, they're going to charge. Now this first wave will be dealing mostly with the guns down here. Okay, and you can hide behind these barricades here, and if you've got a good headshot on a crawler, go ahead and take him out. Just don't waste your ammo. Occasionally one will come out, and like that guy right there, whew, he kind of surprised me. And once we're down to the last 1 or 2 of the first wave, the second wave will appear, and our approach on the second wave is totally different than the first. Again, notice that I am just taking my time here. I'm only taking shots where I have a clear headshot. Okay, good. I was able to melee him. Got my shields back. And I'll probably lose a little bit more of my shields. So, okay, here comes the start of the second wave. You're going to have a couple coming down from the left side. Alright, just one actually. Now notice that in this particular wave, they have a tendency to charge down this, down towards you, down this ramp way, or whatever you want to call it. So instead of hiding behind a barrier, you want to step out and just strafe back and forth because they're charging straight at you, and it's not that difficult to take them out. Okay, once we're down to 0 or maybe 1 crawler left from the second wave, then Cortana wants you to come over and grab her out of the system. Now what I'm going to do here, because I'm not sure how much damage I took from that second wave, I'm going to hopefully get to this last crawler here. Okay, there might be one. Nope. Just to melee him to try to get my shields back. Alright, now we want to grab Cortana. And oh, by the way, there's yet another wave we got to deal with. But we're going to do this by flipping over to the hammer. Throw a couple of plasma grenades. That's why I switched over to them when we were in that room. Run down here and use the hammer as necessary to whack these guys out of the way. Sometimes I can get all the way through without a hammer swing. Okay. We're through Crawler Alley. That's what that was right there. That is a real bottleneck in this mission. And up we go, and now we're on to the towers. There's actually 4 towers, 3 of which we need to deal with in various ways, and one of which is the tower we start from. But the idea here is to get Cortana's rampant personalities into the system to hopefully aid in disrupting the beams that are providing shielding for the Didac ship so that we can get to the Didac. So we're actually going to be using man cannons to work our way around the 3 towers. The first tower is I'm getting rid of my last pulse grenade, so I should be back to just frags now. I'm going to ammo up on light rifle here. The first grenade is the crawler, the first tower, I'm sorry, is the crawler tower, and we're going to have to deal with a bunch of crawlers and a watcher and one knight. And actually I'm going to use that knight to get my shields back, which will go down a bit when we get over here to the crawler tower. There we go. All right. Now with blind on, you cannot see your shield indicator, your health indicator, and the only way you can tell how you're doing is whether or not when you take a shot, blood appears below you. When you're seeing blood, you know that your shields are about gone, your health is about gone. So that's really the only indicator, and we'll see an example of that coming up here momentarily. Alright, normally 2 or 3 crawlers will come out after you as soon as you get across the man cannon. The rest of them are hanging out by that doorway, and they will, a number of times they will climb up the doorway and present their heads so that you can take them. And like that guy right there. Okay, good, he's gone. Just use this ramp as ramp up as cover as much as possible. Yep, see the blood stain there? That means my shields are about shot. So I'm going to be a little bit careful. It's not going to take much more fire to, to take me out. So I'm being very careful in this tower. Oh yeah, I'm bleeding a little more now. Somewhat wounded. Alright, it looks like the initial wave of crawlers is down. Oh, here comes one. Alright. Get him charging at me and just take him out. Now, when you don't have, when you're not sighted in with a light rifle, you'll get like a 3-shot wider beam on which you can take the crawlers out with. If you sight in, you'll get a more concentrated single beam. So it's really 6 1/2 dozen of the other. The thing of it is that when you're not sighted in, when you don't have zoom on, it's a little bit easier to maneuver. Okay, now what I'm doing here is I've taken the watcher out and I'm running back because a lot of times a crawler will jump down from the 2nd level, like so. Yeah, so I run back to the ramp just to make sure that I don't get attacked from behind. Alright, next up, when we start to come up this ramp here, we got to be very careful because on the wall on the left is a crawler with a binary rifle, or binary crawler, and we want to take him out. We do not want to step out. Okay, run around the center post, run up here to ammo up. Whoops, first take these 2 guys out. Sometimes they'll charge right away, sometimes they won't. Okay, ammo up and into this room, and I'm going to swap out my hammer temporarily for an incinerator cannon because that's really great on watchers. It's a 1-shot kill. Now watch what happens here. I got him firing at me. He kind of stabilizes there, and I nail him with a 1 shot. Now back over to the light rifle, and we have to take out the remaining crawlers. And where they are and how many charge you, it just varies from run to run. I use this particular room as my base of operations. Some people use that center post. Some people will use the left side, the ramp itself, on the left side as cover. I just happen to prefer that little room because I can step out and fire. And if things get start going downhill, I can jump back into the room and catch my breath. Okay, notice there I did not zoom in on that guy. I was just kind of strafing a little to get auto aim to kick in, or aim assist, whatever you want to call it. There we go, there's another one down. Alright. I think that might be the last crawler. And sometimes I can get the watcher to stand still and nail him with the incinerator cannon. But to be quite honest, in this run, I was worried about my shields, so I figured I'd take him out at distance. And once you start firing at him with the light rifle, he will start strafing back and forth, left to right, right to left. And it's just a matter of putting enough light rifle rounds into him to take him out. And again, he's not firing, he's trying to dodge. Fire, there he goes. That's a fairly safe way to take that particular watcher out. Okay, now up to the 3rd level. And here we're going to have a bunch of crawlers. and a Watcher, and a Battle Wagon Knight with an incinerator cannon. And before we activate the light bridge to get across, there's 3 crawlers that spawned over there, and I'm trying to take them out before activating the bridge. And normally, if I just fire in that general direction, they'll poke their head out. Now I got 2 of them easily. This third guy has decided he's going to hide behind that barrier, or run around, and I can't get him. Now what's going to happen here is as soon as I activate the light bridge, he's going to charge across it. So I know that. I'm not going to be surprised with this, and it looks like I can't take him out without activating the bridge. So as soon as I activate the bridge, I turn back towards him and take him out. You definitely want to take out at least 2 of them over there before you activate the bridge, because you have 3 of them charging you. It's much harder to take them out, and especially with the shape my shields are in. I'm trying to be very careful here. Okay, and notice I'm coming across, most way across the bridge. I'm trying to get the crawlers to advance on me. It makes them a little bit easier to take out. There we go. And here comes one up the right side. And also, if I get an opportunity on the Watcher, if I can get him to stand still, or stay still, if you will, I might be able to take him out with the incinerator cannon right here, but it doesn't look like I'm going to do that on this run. So I'm just taking out the crawlers. And notice how the Watcher is retreated because the Knight has spawned. Once the Knight spawns, the Watcher will go back to the Knight and protect the Knight. So I know that, and I'm going to try to take the Watcher out. Missed him there. Obviously plan B, or actually plan C, is to take him out with the light rifle, but I've got him steady. He's not moving. There he goes. He's done. Okay, let's see if I can get that crawler up on that post. Oh yeah, got him. Okay, back down here, I'm going to grab the hammer. Don't need the incinerator cannon anymore. Whoops. There we go. Got the hammer. Just made sure I hit the back button there to make sure what my weapon was. Come back up here. Ammo up on the light rifle. And now we got to deal with any leftover crawlers and that Knight. And like I said before, I'm going to try to assassinate this Knight, or backsmack him, to get my shields back before I go on to the next tower. Alright, looks to me like I see a auto sentry down there firing, but I didn't see any suppressor fire, so that means that that I've got all of the crawlers. Now I'm firing off holograms here to get the Knight to pay attention and into a grenade throwing animation. I was hoping to see him on the right side, but he's on the left. Maybe he'll come to the middle. Alright, yeah, he's in the middle now. Maybe I can take him out this way. Alright, I'm just going to charge. Auto sentry, crap. Alright, sprint, past him, turn around, backsmack. Got him. Now, as soon as I kill him, the auto sentry, within a second or two, the auto sentry will dissolve as well. So now we're getting ready for the second tower, and that's actually going to be a skip. We're going to skip fighting any of the enemies there when we get over there. But there's 2 crawlers down there on that level that we want to take out. There's one. You see the sparkly stuff. I just headshot. Notice that I'm strafing here, because they're definitely a distance, and I'm waiting for that second crawler. There he goes. That second crawler appeared. I got him. The path I take for the skip, I do not want those crawlers there, because they will be putting fire in me and weakening my shield, and they will weaken enough as I run through the skip. Okay, I ammoed up on the light rifle because you never know. I switched over to the hammer, not for this tower, but for the next one. And we're going to shoot across with the man cannon here. Alright, run over here, and as soon as I get up to this level, fire off a hologram with that Knight off in the distance, keep him busy. Jump up here, jump up here. You see the direction I'm jumping in. Jump up, and run straight across to the next man cannon, and we essentially skipped that whole tower. Alright, now things are going to happen fast here, so first thing we want to do is we want to use the hammer to knock this knight off, and I got a little bit too far away, and he didn't quite get him, but got him on that try. I run up here, we're going to do a grenade jump to this position. 1, 2, jump, and time it right, and you'll get a good grenade jump there. We'll run up the post of the platform, come up here, back smack that knight, back smack that knight. My intention was to come down and grab the back smack this guy, but it didn't look good, so I'm going to plan B, which is down the left side. Take that knight out with a hammer. We run down here, a battle wagon is going to appear. Knight general or captain, whatever he is going to appear. Take him out with a hammer. And now I got 2 knights left that I have to deal with. Okay, and I'm just going to position myself. Alright. I'm trying to get them in a position where I can knock them off the platform with a hammer. Okay, good. He's in a good position there. Smacked him with a hammer, and it should leave me just that guy over there on the other side, or the left. Or actually the right, I should say, not the left. Alright, again, I'm trying to get myself set in a certain path to take him out. Oh, good, he went into patrol mode. That was pretty easy. So that's all the knights on the tower, and that all happened in maybe a minute or so. And that's a technique developed by several of the Mythic community. Michael W. Smith and the Tyrant were the ones who showed how you could do this with backsmacks and hammer smashes, and RC Master was the one that I first saw do the grenade jump. So that was the Knight Tower, and that was accomplished in a fairly decent manner. Alright, now we're on back to the originating tower, where we've got to take out 3 knights, and I'm going to take them out with a hammer. And these guys are always a pain in the butt. So as soon as we get control back, we've got the hammer out, we're across the man can. This is back to the originating tower again. Go up and knock him off the platform with the hammer. We want this guy in a grenade throwing animation. There he goes. Smack him. Maybe he'll go, maybe he won't. Run up here, smack this knight. Oh yeah, the knight number 2 decided that he wasn't going to go off the platform. I had to smack him a couple more times to get him off. And I'm running back up here in case any of the other 2 survived. And I'm kind of looking around to see where they are. And it looks like I got them all. So there is some variability here on how you approach this, but the idea is to take out the first knight down there below, run up the ramp, take out knight number 2, or just hammer him, and immediately go for knight number 3 and get him off the platform, and then deal back with knight number 2 if you have to. But we're just about done here. You can still die, but as soon as the cutscene's over, we're going to be using the left thumbstick, like we did with Dawn going up that elevator, to crawl and climb and whatever, and essentially get up here, left trigger, grenade. Okay. Grenade should go off any second here. There it goes. And away we go. There goes the didact. And all we have left to do is to trigger the nuke. And again, we're using the left thumbstick here to crawl. Okay, good. Got the nuke. Right trigger to activate it. Boom. Okay, that's it. That's Midnight SLASO, all 13 skulls on legendary difficulty, and I actually did it with no deaths, so it does qualify as a Mythic run. All I got to do now is go through these couple of cutscenes. Now, because it's the last mission before the epilogue, the challenge doesn't pop on the screen, and I don't know why. I'm sitting here furiously trying to skip this stuff with the credits and everything. But I did get the challenge, and I will show you here momentarily, because I'll show you that the challenge was completed. Okay, skip the epilogue. A little black screen. We don't even get the symbols down the right corner when we finish the midnight mission. That's just a function of the mission. Here we go. The mission is over, and here it comes. You can see that I completed the challenge. Hope this helps you in your quest. This is Old Nicky signing off. Take care, everybody.